But yesterday, something happened that is fascinating. There is a long-time guy, now listen to this, in the PR department of the Dallas Cowboys. His name is Richard Dalrymple. Richard Dalrymple has been with the Dallas Cowboys over 30 years. He's the senior vice president of PR. The Dallas Cowboys yesterday, due to Richard Dalrymple, allegedly, paid out $2.4 million to cheerleaders that were violated by Richard Dalrymple. Now, let me go through this with you. This is today in NFL stupidity. Over the course of years, I guess, maybe not, depending on who you ask, because understand this, Richard Dalrymple has denied all of this. The Cowboys have looked into this and said there is no wrongdoing by Richard Dalrymple, yet they paid $2.4 million in this voyeurism case. Now listen to this. So Richard Dalrymple is accused of upskirting photos of Charlotte Jones Anderson, the daughter of Jerry Jones, during the 2015 draft. A fan signed an affidavit, said that he was watching a live stream in the War Room on the team's website when he said he saw the alleged incident. Now, that's one of the things, all right? Listen to this. Richard Dalrymple is accused of getting into, through his own security key, the back door of the Dallas Cowboy cheerleader locker room. I'm going to read this verbatim. Standing behind a partial wall in their locker room with his iPhone extended towards them while they were changing their clothes, according to several people with knowledge of the events and letters later sent by attorney for the cheerleaders of the team. Dalrymple gained entry to the back door of the cheerleaders' locked dressing room by using a security key. Now, this all occurred in 2015 as they undressed during a game or an event. I don't know about a game, an event at AT&T Stadium. Now, the Cowboys aren't denying that Dalrymple walked in when there were women in the locker room. They're not denying that at all. They're saying he did. Dalrymple is saying, yeah, I turned around and left. Here's what Dalrymple said. Listen to this. People who know me, co-workers, the media, and colleagues know who I am and what I'm about. I understand the very serious nature of these claims and don't take them lightly. The accusations, however, are false. One was accidental and the other simply did not happen. Everything that was alleged was thoroughly investigated years ago and I cooperated. The Cowboys have said, look, the team thoroughly investigated both alleged incidents and found no wrongdoing by Dalrymple and no evidence that he took photos of videos of the woman. The team does not dispute that Dalrymple used his security key card access to enter the cheerleaders' locker room while women were changing. If wrongdoing were found, Dalrymple would be terminated immediately. Everyone involved felt just terrible about it. He worked, Dalrymple did, for 6 years. 6 years. And on February 2nd, he decided to resign. He said the allegations had nothing to do with my retirement from a long and fulfilling career. I was only contacted about this story after I retired. One of the cheerleaders said, it hurt my heart because I know how much it affected the people that were involved. It was a very, stop, shut the book, don't talk about it. The person is going to stay in this position. They just made it go away. And Dalrymple was one of the guys that I guess Jerry Jones relied on. And then, of course, I don't know. The women heard a knock on a door leading to the Nook area. We're in here, the woman shouted. It was assumed it was a security guard who left immediately, according to account from multiple sources, and relayed in a letter. Several minutes later, one of the cheerleaders noticed a man's hand and black cell phone pointing in their direction. The women were going from fully clothed to completely unclothed. The woman ran. Hey, what are you doing? The cheerleader immediately recognized Dalrymple, who ran away. They reported what was happening. Man, this goes on and on and on. All I got to tell you is this whole incident is just idiotic. Like, if Dalrymple did this, what are you thinking? If Dalrymple didn't do this, if this is a misunderstanding of some sort, how horrible for Dalrymple. I'll let you make your own judgments. You can read the article. But my God, this is terrible for everyone involved. And when you go about the business of being the PR guy, I will say this. One of the things that you have to do when you are in a locker room type setting, like, I was in Assembly Hall or Anderson Arena, or, you go into a game. I was just at Houston. You got to make sure you go in the right bathroom, right? I don't know, but I'll let you make your own judgments. But what a horrible thing for everyone. I mean, just a horrible, horrible thing for the women, Dalrymple, unless you're just sick. I don't know. But I know this. Very, very odd. Very, very odd. And I don't have any answers. I just reported it to you. Usually I have an opinion on things, but the more I read about this morning, the more I'm like, holy hell. I mean, what are we doing? There's a lot of those things that go on. And I'm going to get into a couple of other things. Like, later on today, we're going to get into, maybe we're not. There's a vax mandate today and this week in NBA / New York City / vax mandate stupidity. Did you know this? Did you know that Kyrie Irving cannot play in Brooklyn, which is part of New York City, because he's unvaxxed? I think we all know that, right? But did you know, in vax stupidity, that opposing players can come into the same arena that Kyrie Irving is not allowed to play in, and they can't play unvaxxed? Now, I'm going to say that again. Kyrie Irving is not allowed. He cannot play for the the Brooklyn Nets because he's unvaxxed. Yet, every single opponent that is unvaxxed can come into Barclays and play. Now, will somebody please tell me how that is not just stupidity?